Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm back with a scrapbooking process video using the August kit Tori from Felicity Jane, and I am finishing up my little personal notebook here. This is an A5 notebook that I started back towards the beginning of the year, I believe, and I've just been documenting little personal milestones, things that I just enjoy, kind of a less casual pictures in this notebook, and this is going to be the last entry in this notebook. I'm super excited to be finished with this. And so what I have here are just some photos of my plants. I have never been somebody that has a green thumb, but thanks to COVID-19 and the pandemic, I kind of fell in love with houseplants during this time at home. And so I've gotten quite the little collection. And so I wanted to document about that a little bit. And I wanted to use one of my favorite products from the Tori collection, which is these giant die cut alphas. These are so amazing. And I feel like I need tons of them for all the projects. And you'll see that they are very easy to use, even in a scaled down project like this one. This is an A5 notebook, so I'm not working on a big 12 by 12 layout. Earlier in the month, I did do a canvas project, so I will link that video down below so you can see how I used those alphas in that project. But here I'm going to use it in a smaller place and just let this be kind of a focal point for my title and this layout. So it's not going to take too much to put this together. So let me go ahead and put you guys on fast forward and we'll put this A5 notebook layout together.
Okay, I realized that I misspoke in the intro there. I said less casual photos. It's the more casual photos going into this notebook. When I'm not feeling good, my speech struggles. That's a lingering side effect of the stroke, so bear with me. We could just laugh alongside me. So anyways, I am starting by sticking down a piece of this pattern paper from the Tori collection. I really loved this paper that had the scallop detail at the bottom, and since I wasn't going to need to do a lot of journaling or a lot of embellishment for this spread, this is a good time to use a paper like this and let the paper be the embellishment, basically. So it really makes it even simpler to put together a spread like this. So I'm just using a two-way glue pen. I found that to be the easiest way to work with these thinner alpha die cuts. And I'm kind of staggering my letters. That way I can fit this longer word plant up there. So this is a plant mom. And the nice thing is that these are already multicolored. So I didn't even have to think about the color. I just pulled them out of the package and I've got a little splash of all the colors from the Tori collection all on one page. And so this is going to be kind of a standout focal point of this layout. And I also pulled out a few different die cuts, including the Tori girl. I don't get to use the girls very often because a lot of times I'm documenting photos of my boys. So I try to use those girl die cuts when I can, like in this particular notebook, in projects like this. And I'm just using that little scallop piece to kind of anchor her underneath my title there. And it's also going to help kind of pull the scallop from that paper as well. So I can trim off her little arm that's hanging over the edge over there. And anywhere where the letters aren't sticking down, I can use that glue pen to just add a little dot of glue. And that glue is super, super sticky. And it is sticky once it's dry. So you want to make sure that you don't let that glue seep out from underneath any of your die cuts or anything like that. Now, I like to have contrast in my projects. That's just my style. So I am going in with a micron pen to add an outline to these letters. If you like a softer look, then don't do this step. But I like to have, bold contrast in my projects. So that is why I do this. And it helps because I'm going to be doing some journaling on the right-hand side with this pen. And so I'm trying to bring some of that black ink pen over onto the opposite side of the layout as well. I did go ahead and pre-cut out some of this grid pattern paper. This is from the Tori collection as well. And my photos, when I was printing those, I kind of played with the scale a little bit. I don't do this very often, but one of them is 3 inches by 2 inches. The bigger square is 2 by 2 by 2, and then the smaller square is 1.5 by 1.5. And so it just kind of was fun to play around with the scaling of the photos a little bit. So it doesn't always have to be focusing in on your embellishments. Even just altering your photos and playing around with photo sizing is all part of the process as well. And so here I'm kind of figuring out how I want this grid layout with these photos. I did pull out those little mini paper clips and attached one of the die cut tags just for some added embellishment to that taller photo. There was a lot of background noise in my photos, and so I wanted to cover up a little bit of that with that tag. I'm also using one of those puffy stickers from the Tori Collection. I believe everything except for the little wooden heart I'm going to use here in a second is from the Tori Collection. Now the kit is sold out in its entirety, but you can still get the a la carte items in the shop. So all of that will be linked down below. And be sure to also check out the blog post for close-up photos of the project as well. So when I'm sticking these photos down, I'm trying to take a look at the spacing. So I'm wanting the spacing between my photos to be equal, and you'll kind of see that with the grid, and that helps with a like grid layout collage form when you're doing multiple photos. So these wooden hearts, I looked all over the website. It looks like those are sold out. They are from a past kit, but there was some wood from the photos, and so I wanted to pull out that element with this embellishment. I'm just using some liquid adhesive to adhere that. And then I just have a little bit of journaling. I don't have a whole lot to document, just documenting that, my family's been doing a lot of home projects during this whole pandemic, and it seems like every time I go to Lowe's, a plant just jumps into my cart and comes home with me. They are multiplying, little plant babies all over my house. So I just did a little bit of journaling, and that is it for the layout. Super simple today, just big, bold statement pieces on there with those letters, and that is going to be it. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out the description box for links to everything. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.